Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Council Republics of Russia playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Autumn of Nations, the world of 1848. A Hoi 4 mod set in the world where the revolutions of 1848 were successful, and that somewhat explains the name because revolutions of 1848 are sometimes called the Springtime of Nations, so Autumn of Nations, there you go. And in part 1, we expanded the Council Republics of Russia by integrating the Red Cossacks, what is this here? Government of White Russia. We had to fight a war with them. The Green Army of Russia had to fight another war with them, and several other countries. We had to fight wars with the majority of them, although we were able to peacefully integrate the Marxist Republic of Great Perm into the country because I guess we had some ideological agreements with them. And right now we're fighting the Union of Siberia and the Trans-Siberian Railway Company, who was guaranteed by the Frankfurt Republic, who is essentially Germany. And what that has resulted in is a war between us and Germany. But on the bright side, the Germans can't really do anything because the Trans-Siberian Railway Company and their puppets, the Great Mongolian State, and the Eastern Provinces Railway of China, they don't have any ports. They have no access to the ocean, so at the very most, they're going to get Lend-Lease. And in preparation of any kind of Frankfurt, well, what is the faction called again? The Kaler Accords, whatever they're called. We're in preparation for any kind of naval invasion. We have set up divisions in all of our ports, and so we're going to be ready for them. We have an army ready to go. And now let's unpause and get back to our war that we will eventually win because we have the numbers and the soldiers and they don't. Use force attack for the first army. The first army is advancing a lot into the territory of the Union of Siberia. We got to get all the way to their capital, wherever it is. It's up here, I think. We got to take Tamraya. It's all the way. Well, we got to take Dudinka. It's in Siberia here. And hopefully after that, the Union of Siberia, who is communist at the Council Republics of Russia, they will surrender. Let's do something in our focus tree. Let's do... what can we do here? Let's go ahead and do what? Recruit old generals. No, don't do that. Let's do maybe capital steel. And that will give us a production of 24 steel in Ural, which is... where is that? We got tactical bombers research now. Where's Ural anyway? I don't know where that's at. Where that is at off the top of my head. I don't know. Research slot available. Let's do weapons, infantry equipment 2. Get that researched and keep advancing. Please don't stop advancing. I know the attrition is bad, guys. You got to make it though. Just push forward for the Council Republics of Russia and its leader Yukov Spiridov, and take Dudinka. Please capture it. I beg of you. Make progress. That's all I need you to do. Just push through. Use this cavalry also to push through and get behind their lines. And now we have some outdated equipment in production. We're gonna get some tactical bombers now. We should be able to get an air force set up. Do we even have? Okay, we gotta move our air force up. Mutinies in the army. Let's do something about that and hold a patriotic speech before the mutineers to try and get them to stop them from mutinying even harder. Okay, we have too many planes in this airbase. Move the tactical bombers back. Then we have some planes flying in western Siberia. Get more planes here, please. Need around 100 fighters. Okay, not 100 fighters, 50 fighters. I'll take 100. Actually, no, 100 fighters. Go for it. Go for it. Have one squadron or a couple up in... oh my goodness, it went one over. I ruined it. Get a few tactical interwar bombers. That would be good. Send these up to northern Siberia and have them just attack the enemy troops there for close air support purposes. No national focus set. Let's do enforce child labor laws? Question mark. We have anti-child labor laws, but are we willing to finally enforce it for all the advantages and disadvantages? Okay, so we're going to get an event. We're going to get an event from that focus in our land doctrine tree here. Let's do operational concentration. Get that completed. Research slot available. Let's do, I don't know, do concentrated industry 3 because we have a research bonus for it. We're right outside Dudinka now. Take it, please. Just capture it for the Council Republics of Russia. Get it done. Let's deploy one squadron of... Look at these planes up here. What are you doing? Actually, no. Yeah, get one squadron of... Norway was puppeted. That was the Norse workers' state. They were in a war with Sweden, but they lost, evidently. Come on here. A few more planes. We'll be good to go. And that's 100 fighters. Send them up to northern Siberia to ensure we have control of the skies there. Research slot available. Let's do excavation 3 for higher resource gain efficiency. We have taken Dodinka, although I think we may have to take the rest of this entire state. Oh well. Engineer Company 2 has been researched, so let's get Recon Company 2 done. And what to do about child labor? Oh no. Sweden and Norway is now fighting against us. Sweden became the United Kingdom of Sweden and Norway. I guess they joined their faction or something. Anyway, what can we do here? Enforce the law? Yes, for higher stability and higher production efficiency retention. We'll lose some production, some recruitable population factor, but I mean, it's not that bad. We are the Council Republics of Russia. We have tons of manpower anyway. So enforce the child labor laws there. And like I've said before, what are we fighting for? Okay, that's that mutineer thing settled. That's done. We don't really have to worry about... Oh no, what's going on here? What is this? The Netherlands has landed in our country. They don't control a port yet, I think. Deploy some troops here, please. Get some units on the line. Get some Red Guards also. Deploy them. Bring them forward. Make a new army, actually. Send them to go stop that advance. They landed some troops in a naval invasion. Get all these units over here, please. Get a new commander. We'll get Marky and Popov to go deal with this naval invasion that threatens Petrograd. And in focus trees, let's do change the goal of the 5-year plan. Actually, no. Keep the 5-year plan. And from this, we'll get a couple civilian factories and a couple military factories. The alternative would have given us nothing but military factories. We should be fine, though, even if we keep some civilian factories. Keep a mix of both. Keep advancing into Siberia. Get that done. Keep pushing forward. Take everything we can here. Let's do something about that naval invasion. That's one Dutch division here. And I can't believe we're fighting the United Kingdom of Sweden and Norway now. They joined the German faction. And the only really hope we have is that the Germans get busy in another war instead of choosing to fight us. And they do have a focus that will make them possibly fight the French. And so I'm hoping they will do something there. Or is the Union of Britain, does the Union of Britain, do they even have anything that lets them fight the, let me check here, no. What can we do with that? National, what can they do? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely certain. I'm not sure if they'll end up fighting the Germans. I hope they do, though. Because that would be good for us, because we need less pressure off of our front lines. And there's a attempt to bring in some troops toward Petrograd. Let's destroy these Polish divisions, though. Please, get them out of here. They have no supply. They will fall eventually, just with enough time. We surrounded one enemy division, destroy them before they break out. I mean, it's not going to matter. They have no supply. Now in the focus tree, let's do... What can we do? Establish the first OKB. And this will get us one research slot. And the OKB, I think, refers to research cities. Well, a type of research city. Anyway, we'll get one research slot from that. Now in our land doctrine tree, let's do vast offensives. Get that done. Decisions available. Buy outdated Czech guns. I may have to do that. Buy slightly outdated Czech guns. I'm doing this because we need more weapons in the army at this point. Let's actually scale down how many divisions we plan on making, because we really just need to keep the reinforcements supplied instead of focusing so much on expanding the size of our military. Can we destroy these enemy divisions, please? Get it done. They're going to be out of supplies anyway. They have no ports there. They have to be destroyed eventually. Free dockyards. What can we do? Make convoys? I don't know. Get that done. Keep pushing into Siberia. What does the Union of Siberia even have at this point? Their capital is all the way over here. It's in Kyrynsk. Okay then. We definitely do need to take that. Keep pushing forward. Military factories are available. Get some tactical bombers. We need more. Actually, no. Put more on guns. Put more factories on guns altogether. We got more fighters in the sky now, I think. And let's go ahead and move the bombers we have, and actually no, keep them in northern Siberia for now. Just do that. Keep pushing though. We just gotta get to their capital. I think the Union of Siberia, they don't have many divisions at this point in time. So let's see if we can move down toward their capital city and end this war with them, and that will free up some troops we can use on the Trans-Siberian Railway Company. And in the focus tree, let's do, what can we do? Let's do pull together air forces to get some air bases around our country. Research slot available, do advanced machine tools, also get started on 19, let's get basic engine researched for tanks. And how are we doing over here in the west? I mean, we're holding out for now. We gotta destroy these divisions. They have no support. They're gonna be out of units soon enough. Out of men, they're just surrounded, they're encircled. They can't replace the losses they take. Yeah, they're cut off. I mean, they have low supply at the very least. So just focus on destroying them and they'll be gone. And that threat will disappear. So I may honestly just keep this 5th Army on a reserve, as a reserve in our country to deal with any possible naval invasions that may show up. Infantry equipment 2 is done researching. Now let's go for what? Let's do improved computing machine. Nah, don't do that. What can we do here? Improved artillery upgrade 1. I mean, we might as well. Can we break through in Siberia? Please, get it done. We have 1 army. These troops need to really be used on the Trans-Siberian Railway Company. We need to use all of our planes on them, too. They're dealing with some bad supply issues up here. All of our focuses also are like 35 days long. We're going to be through with this, most of our tree pretty soon, I would think. And let's do a soldier a plane scheme, and that will give us a national spirit that will make the production of planes cheaper, really. Well, easier for us to produce planes. Recon Company 2 is researched, and now let's do, what can we research now? Let's get Military Police 1. Get that started. And that would be good for dealing with resistance, maybe. How are the Dutch doing? They're stuck even more than they were before. Attack them and try to destroy those divisions once and for all. Get that done. And we're winning some battles, losing a few battles against the Trans-Siberian Railway Company. Alright then, keep pushing here though. Break through. We gotta end this war in the north. It's just taking valuable troops we could use elsewhere. Push to the south. Get all that completed. Advance here, advance everywhere, really. I think the Union of Siberia is suffering from supply issues themselves and attrition. Now in the focus tree, let's do create an Air Force doctrine. I'm not sure what our Air Force doctrine is. Let me check that also. We haven't done anything yet. I'm probably going to do operational integrity. I mean, we're using tactical bombers, and operational integrity is usually good for that. If I recall, it is anyway. Let's get basic light tank chassis researched. Do something in our naval tree. Do we have transport ships? Let's go for maybe landing craft. Get that done. Some more divisions are ready to go. Bring them over to Asia to help push in Siberia. Let's end this division here. Destroy them. Outdated equipment in production. Let's get some more guns together. We have plenty of steel, so it's not really going to affect us if we make more guns, because we have plenty of resources to produce. We'll deploy and train divisions, but we have enough resources to arm them anyway. So get more units moved over now to the 3rd Army. Get them over here, and that's going to take place. Create an Air Force doctrine will be done soon. The 2nd French Republic declared war on Mauritania, also on Mali, and they are advancing in Africa, it looks like. In Western Africa especially, the French are, now in the focus tree, let's do radar achievements. Yeah, the French are moving pretty hard into Western Africa, and they puppeted the Republic of Mauritania. And how's Mali doing? They are not faring too well. I mean, they have manpower at the very least, I think. Okay, not that much manpower, but they have somewhat of an army. Doctrines available, do operational integrity, force rotation will be the first thing we do. And we have a lot of political power here. Let's do, what can we get done? Let's do, what? Theorist. Military theorist. Get that guy. And how is this country still alive? Come on, end this, please, get this over with. You guys are just making this annoying. The Union of Siberia has been defeated, and that's going to be the end of that communist country. And now it seems there's only going to be 2 communist nations left in the former Russian Empire, and that is the Council Republics of Russia and the combined Far Eastern communes. So let's annex all of the Union of Siberia, take all states. Done. Push hard into the Trans-Siberian Railway Company's territory now, with those new lines established. And just move in and end this war. Get it over with. They do not have the troops for this huge front line, I think. Once we beat the Trans-Siberian Railway Company, I don't know what we'll do with this place over here. Will we? I'm not sure. We'll at least puppet the Great Mongolian State. We will do that. Let me look in this focus tree we have here just to see if we get any war goals or anything on those places. First elections, Russian unity, create a faction called the Greater Eurasian Alliance, hold traders, Persia, Afghanistan, puppet them, get cores on Turkestan and the land of the Turks. Okay, Caucasus regions, take back Moscow, march in the Far East. Do we get cores on that? We may. The Republic of Mali was puppeted by the French Republic. Alrighty then. I guess we will get cores on that. Oh no, now we're fighting Finland. That's bad. That is bad. That is ultra bad. Get these troops over here. A good thing. I'm sort of happy we kept some reserves. Why does Finland get to attack us? Why can't you guys just be busy and do something else? This is frustrating. Reintegrate the combined Far Eastern communes. Why do they care so much about the Siberian Railway Company? Why did the democracy need to focus so much on protecting a non-aligned country? Like, my goodness, go fight France or something. We're going to unify Russia either way. Get all these divisions up here, though, near the front line. We're going to have to stop the Finnish advance, who's without a doubt going to be helped by the Swedes. So let's get all these new divisions, put in this army here. And Army 5, give this guy a trait, never mind. And also, oh great, we gotta hold so many places. This is gonna get out of hand fast. We're gonna have to move one army back, don't we? Aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, so let's just hold here, try to take Estonia. Let's move the entirety of, who can be moved back? Who's in the best position for it? Let's move the entirety of Army 3. Army 2 is gonna have to go to Siberia. I mean, Finland. And we are going to lose land as we get back to try and hold these areas. Why are you guys like this? At least we can hold on to Petrograd for now. Doctrines available. What can we do here? Do breakthrough priority. Get that completed. Doctrines available. Land doctrine. Do mechanized wave. Modify officer corps. Spirit of division command. Can't do it yet. We got to get a little bit more military EXP. So we're drawing back with what we have. So keep advancing where we can. Please advance hard into this territory, I beg of you. Just win the war. Get this over with. This is holding our army down. We have to focus on the east. On the west now. And it is a problem. Get some planes here. Focus on eastern Siberia. Push there. We gotta win, people. Win. Gotta win. And push here also. Whatever, I'm annoyed with this. Why do we have to fight this huge, massive faction? Oh, they call in Austria. Wow. Austria's joined the war. Cool. We get no help. Nothing's happening because Germany wants to guarantee everyone that moves. Fantastic. Can we beat the Trans-Siberian Railway Company? This is taking too long. Advanced machine tools is done. Now, let's do, I don't know, let's go to our modified officer corps. What can we do here? Static warfare. Entrenchment speed plus 10%. Max entrenchment also plus 10%. We got to dig in the west. Great. Now they're pushing down toward Petrograd. Not good. We are losing that area. That is terrible. Absolutely, positively terrible for us. We only have so many troops. We're focused on elsewhere. We don't have troops for all of this fighting. We don't. We can only deploy so many men and get so many troops out on the front as fast as possible. Get them out here, though, anyway. Send them out. Dig in where you are. Hold where you're at. And do not get destroyed. That's all I can tell you. Dig in and get prepared for the world's slowest war of attrition because the Siberian Railway Company wanted to do all this wacky stuff over here. Get protected by the Germans because of course they do. while we're busy getting our army surrounded by a huge faction. Let me look at the war score here. Wow. Almost 400 divisions at most, apparently, versus what we have. And we integrated. They said no. They said no, didn't they? The Far Eastern They said no. Okay, so I have to go to war with the anarchists then. They're guaranteed by Sweden, Norway. Neat. Neat. I am going to be I'm going to be destroyed, aren't I? Next generation fighter. Okay. This is why democracies guaranteeing random nations is a pain. They have no connections. The Frankfurt Republic had no connections to the Trans-Siberian Railway Company. They just did not like the Council Republics of Russia at all. And now let's do... I don't know. This is bad. Improved infantry equipment 2. Support weapons 3. Get that done. There is a real possibility I will lose a war here in this playthrough. And let's just actually solidify our lines better here. This is not good at all. We have been pushed entirely out of some parts of our country, and we're losing ground rapidly at this point. We don't have the front line for this. We don't have the troops for such a war. Do we move some troops out of the east and send them to the west? I don't know. I wish the Trans-Siberian Railway Company would just be defeated. They take so long to fall. Use last stand. I don't know. Use force attack here. Push through and win the war. How many units do you have? How many soldiers? No manpower. 84 Oh my goodness gracious. Why do we get stuck in the most craziest of wars? Why can't France or Germany or Britain do something? Okay, we're going to be destroyed here, absolutely. I'm moving troops over. If I abandon the front here, they'll push. They will push. And we cannot rely on that. We can't let that happen. We got to keep advancing. We can't stop advancing. We have to take Ural, Ulan, Udi. What is the war score at for that, too? We have... They're going to need more land to be lost. Great, so... We just got to deploy divisions as fast as possible, don't we? Deploy these guys here. Oh boy, Lend-Lease. From who? Who's this? From the Cooperative of Belgium. Thank you, Belgium. I'm really glad you're on our side. And we have now lost all of our territory down to Moscow. So, our country... at that point has been split in half. So let's defend here. Dig in, please. I don't know what to say. We're going to get stomped at this point. If there's any mistake I made, it was not attacking the Trans-Siberian Railway Company faster, because I did not expect them to get guaranteed by such a major country. So, also this world has tons of democracies, which makes sense because of the revolutions of 1848. They were pretty liberal for their era, and that means they had, I don't know, they would have made a lot of countries into democracies, but democracies in Hearts of Iron 4 amounts to them guaranteeing countries they think that are under threat once world tension hits a certain threshold. It's very annoying to fight against them, especially to major powers if you're just a tiny little country trying to expand. And we're probably going to get destroyed, aren't we? I can't hold everything here. This is bad. We're going to lose this unit. But I can't call any orders in. Let's go to... What can we go to? Move this up immediately. We can't even go to... Oh my goodness. War support is in the drain, isn't it? It's in the sink. I can't even go up past this. This is terrible. We're going to lose the war. We are going to lose the war. Oh well. Unless something happens and I can't count on that. Can you please break through here? Please, I want to be able to send these troops home. We can dig in at most, maybe, but if we move any divisions off the east, they're going to push hard. We can't afford to let that happen. I say move this army and move the entirety of the 5th Army back. They got to be moved back to the capital area. Hold this area down here. That's all I can do. And hold this huge front line. We have a naval invasion landing somewhere. Oh no. That's not surprising, though. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. The Swedes are behind that one. And let's move the deploy these divisions here. They're going to go in with the forces of the 5th Army, who are now going to dig in near the capital. Actually give one cavalry division to the 2nd Army. We're going to evacuate all these units here. These divisions are retreating. They're going to have to regroup near the capital and just dig in where they can. We need to advance in the east. We need a victory here and now. It needs to arrive soon. We don't have equipment anymore. We don't have guns. Guns are being lost constantly every day. Now we're just trying to retreat and dig in with what we have. and redo the front lines again. We gotta retreat here. Retreat, 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 retreat. Do not focus on advancing. Run away. You can fight for war. How to say it? I heard a phrase about this once. You can defend. How to say? What is it? If you have to choose between land and men, go with the men, because you can retake land, but if you lose the men, you can't retake the land you lost. And let's move these soldiers over here, please. Retreat at all cost. Retreat, fall back, fall back, fall back. Withdraw. And on this front, things are sort of better, but they're not good because the Swedes landed and they're trying to take Arkhangelsk. We got to prevent that. There is also a ton of divisions there. So what can we do, really? I don't know. We just can't do nothing with the Siberian Railway Company. They're just making this hard. They're just not... Oh, my goodness. Advance here. We need more leadway there. We're not getting it, though. Cast Effort 1 has been researched. Turn to see red. That does... I don't know what that does. What does turn to see red do? Whatever. Keep holding down, though. Great. We have some troops that have gone encircled. Move back even more. Break through. We're going to have 4 divisions get destroyed in the fighting in White Russia. This is what I get for fighting against a major faction as a minor country, really. We're not even close to unifying Russia, even though we were the biggest country that was a successor state. We just don't have the manpower in the field. We don't have the factories in the field. We don't have factories. We don't have enough manpower. And we certainly do not have all the allies that are basically carrying the war effort here. Fun. Very fun. Is the Trans-Siberian Railway even part of the faction? No, they're not. They are not. And can we join your faction, Britain? What do you say? You say... nothing. Okay, we can't join your faction. Asked to join faction? No, we're not allowed to join factions. Alrighty then. Can we even do this? What is this about? At least... Okay, we're dead. We are dead. I accept destruction at this point. We've lost our capital. It's gone. And I'm just going to wait for somebody to do something else, because this is absurd. I can't do anything. Can't join a faction. Just how things worked out. This is an interesting mod, I would just say that. It's just that democracies guaranteeing countries minor powers sort of need to expand. It doesn't, to grow and reach their ultimate form. Okay, we have some sort of relief there now. The Second French Republic is fighting the Germans. Hopefully with the Germans being, I don't know, focused so much on invading us, the French will achieve some kind of victory, non-aggression pact with the French. Sure, why not? And the 5th Army, who at most had like 13 divisions, are now down to what? Nothing that large. It is like at 4 divisions. We were being pushed back hard. We got to deploy more units on that line down where the capital was. Just hold the line. Just keep them distracted. Hopefully the Kiel Accords will move back somewhere else and go get invaded. This should be easy for the French to win. It really should be simple for them to have a victory. And the United Mexican States are going to give us some Lend-Lease. Thank you. Better than nothing. And I'm hoping in the long term we can just hold the great wilderness of Russia to the point where we can advance forward again. But right now, in the current state of things, I don't see that happening. We just need to see a French breakthrough. That's what we need. That's what I want to happen. But will it happen? I don't know. I do not know. Holding out here more with this army still. We don't have the divisions, don't have the numbers, can't get the units deployed in the field. Very fun. Oh my goodness gracious. We're holding, digging in, dying, mostly dying. The Trans-Siberian Railway Company. I blame the train tycoons for our massive destruction for this war we have. What is this about? Oh, we're dead. Well then, are we dead? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. We don't have a flag anymore. We don't have a flag. We're in a supervised state. Oh no. Well, this has been... I'm going to end this playthrough. This series has come to an abrupt end because losing wars is a thing in Hearts of Iron 4. Look at these borders though. Look at this. That is... wow. I mean, my goodness. Trans-Siberian Railway Company got a piece of land for their war effort by causing the destruction of their enemy. I should have not messed with the masters of the train. That was a mistake. And besides that, I am going to end this video here. This has been the Autumn Nations. This playthrough is over. If I play this country again, I'm just going to start a new one. A new playthrough. I mean, if I play this mod again, I'll just start a new playthrough. But yeah, this has been Autumn Nations. You can check it out in the video description. The link to the mod is there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.